everybody, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what just happened on Monday Night Raw. Also, if y'all want to watch this live and before everybody else over on YouTube, then you can come over to the Twitch. It's CZV underscore live on wrestling or on Twitch, where you can come and watch this live. We have the Twitch pulled up right now, and we respond to every single one of of everyone that gets into the chat. We respond and we just talk about any of the shows, but we are just now pretty much starting this. We've been streaming on CZV Live every now and then, but we did really get really serious about it just a few weeks ago. So I advise y'all to go over there and follow the CZV underscore live Twitch page because we play games over here. We do so much stuff, and we do reactions as well. So go check it out. But let's hop into Monday Night Raw. Also hit the subscribe button. There it is. There's the page. So go over there, hit subscribe. It's a great page, and I bet you'll enjoy it. We do daily wrestling content over there, so I know you'll definitely enjoy it. So go check it out. But let's hop into the review. We kicked off the night with Braun Breaker coming out there. And first of all, Braun was mad at Adam Pearce for letting him get eliminated and letting Seth Rollins come over to Saudi Arabia and attack him. Which, if you think about it, it makes sense. But also, that eliminates the fact that it's Rollins, you know what I mean? Like, why would WWE let over, or why would Adam Pearce let over Seth Rollins if they didn't know, you know what I mean? And the way that Logan Paul was looking at Braun Breaker during this segment, and the fact that Adam Pearce called out that Austin Theory was the one that attacked CM Punk, or attacked CM Punk last time. I don't know, bro. Everything's adding up to be super sus whenever it comes to this situation right here. I think it's obviously Logan Paul. But for some reason, I've been seeing speculations of that it's Jake Paul. That makes no sense to me. I don't think that that's a possibility. But, if people think it's a possibility, we'll roll with it. You never know. And but what Jake Paul did say on Bleacher Report did kind of add up and made a little bit of sense on why it could be Jake Paul. But there's just no reason to, you know what I mean? There's no storyline that would say, hey, let's put Jake Paul and let him attack Braun Breaker at the Royal Rumble. Like, what? But yeah, this is what we would open the show with. Braun would destroy the announcer's table. We would see absolute carnage to open the show. So, yeah, that was definitely interesting to see. All right. Then we got on to Oba Femi, and we would see the Warriors come out first, and there was somebody supposed to be facing them. Nobody knew, though. Turns out, it was Oba Femi, and he 1v2'd. Literally. So you're having the biggest guys in the WWE men's tag division right now. And I'm not talking about the best. I'm talking about the heaviest set guys in the men's tag division. That's supposed to be one of the biggest threats. Just get destroyed by Oba Femi. So that's telling me, one, the Warriors are about to get fired. Or two, WWE is going to push Oba Femi to the moon. And I think it's the second option. WWE, I think, is about to push him so far, it's going to be unbelievable. Oba Femi is about to be pushed more than anybody we've ever seen in our lifetime. I'm just going to go ahead and call it. Because, oh my lord, what they're doing with Oba right now should be studied, bro. There's no reason he should be coming out here and beating up the War Raiders that easily. You know what I mean? But definitely something we need to be keeping an eye on. Because the fact that he just came out here and just wrecked them and then just left, you know what I mean? And just stood there and had aura, like, I don't know, bro. What is the motive? What could we see Oba do on the main roster? Is it Dominic Mysterio first? Since obviously Dominic is back. So do we see him go after Dominic? Or do we see him go straight up and just go straight for the world title? I don't think the world title is a possibility because, we obviously have WrestleMania in full swing. We have build-ups going crazy right now. So with the Royal Rumble winners picking their opponents, I don't think he'll be going after the main title. I would hope not, at least. That would be just setting him up for failure. He'd get caught in the mix, and then there we are. Or we could just send him down to Dominic Mysterio, or just keep having him wreck people like this that aren't on TV a lot. I'd be good with either one of them. But that's up for y'all to decide. I just really loved what they did right here. I thought that was awesome. And then we have Dominic Mysterio coming back, where Liv Morgan would obviously greet him, but we would also see during this segment, obviously Liv Morgan, Royal Rumble winner, but we would see Raquel Rodriguez come out. which, if y'all remember, at the Royal Rumble, Liv Morgan eliminated Raquel Rodriguez, which Liv and Raquel are partners, tag team partners, best friends, whatever you want to call it. Now, during the segment between Raquel, Liv, and Dominic, we did not see Roxanne. So, what does that mean? What do we get from this? I find it interesting that we didn't see Roxanne. I think Roxanne will be the middleman. You know what I mean? I think that she'll be the person that has to pick where people go. And I think Roxanne, it's going to come down to Roxanne to see who's going to stick around in the Judgment Day and who's not. I think that's what it's going to come down to. Because Roxanne's the only one who hasn't really switched up since joining the Judgment Day. Now, Liv really hasn't either, but she almost did, but it was just to help Dominic. So, it's going to be interesting, but I do think that it's going to be Raquel being the one who's going to get kicked out. Actually, no, I'm switching up. I'm going to switch it up, actually, because I don't really believe that. I think the next person that's going to get kicked out the Judgment Day is going to be Liv Morgan. And then she's going to go back on her own. And she's going to go win the title. Then she's going to go and just do crazy things with the title. That has to be the other option. Because there's just no shot. We have Liv Morgan stay in the Judgment Day, hold the title, and just bring back old times. Where she's holding the world title. And the Judgment Day's just holding the tag titles and everything. Ooh. But I just think the Judgment Day is literally about to fall apart for good this time. Hopefully we're not rebuilding the Judgment Day. But I can't lie. The Judgment Day has dang near took over WWE over the past 4 years. So, that's going to be fun. But I will say, if there's one person that I want to leave the Judgment Day, it is Finn Balor and Liv Morgan. So, those look like they're really reasonable right now. So, if that happens, I would not be mad at all. But yeah, super excited to see where this goes. We would see Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel Rodriguez, and they would face each other in a street fight, a Philadelphia street fight, obviously because we're in Philadelphia. And we would see them face each other, crazy moves. They would, I don't think it was a great match. There was a lot of botches here and there. But, we don't say anything about those, you know what I mean? We just let them fly over our head and we keep it pushing. But yeah, we would see Liv Morgan, after Vaquer retained against Raquel, we would see Liv come out there and hold the title over Vaquer's head and just, do her thing. She would end up hitting her with the Oblivion, and so it's very clear who Liv's picking for the for the WrestleMania. Now, I find this interesting right here, though, because I think it's funny more than anything, because we're seeing Liv Morgan go after the person that Raquel Rodriguez could not beat 2 times now. Or is it 3? It might be 3 or 4, actually. I know that Raquel has gotten at least 2 or 3 chances at the title against Vaquer. Whether that's triple threat, single, whatever. But the fact that Liv now is about to go out there and prove a point that, hey, she can do it too, and that she can actually win it this time, I find that fun. But at the same time, whenever you take the title off of Stephanie Vaquer, is that going to be worth it? What are you going to do with Liv that's going to make it better than what Vaquer's doing with it? And there's a lot that can be done in this division, because holy cow, I don't think Vaquer's treating that title right, and it's not her fault. I'm just saying her because she's the champion. But WWE is booking that title really wrong right now, and Vaquer's a great champion, and there's just no reason she should be getting treated like this whenever it comes to that title. Because we all know, she said that she worked super hard for that title, blah, 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 blah. But WWE's not treating it like it right now. So we need to definitely flip the table, see what's going on, and try to fix things with this division, because it ain't looking up. So, yeah, Liv Morgan's most definitely going after that championship, and hopefully this is going to be WrestleMania Night 1 main event. We've seen WrestleMania Night 1 main event be Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley one time. We saw Bianca and Sasha. So, there's chances. And honestly, I would be completely okay with it. I know people would bash it and everything. People would get on social media and just rant like crazy. But I don't care. WWE, if you ever see this, by WrestleMania, pull the trigger. Let Liv and Stephanie main event night 1. I don't care. It's going to be a banger, and we all know it. So just let them do their thing. Let them do it. It's going to be a reincarnation of Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 40. I'm telling you now. And by the way, we still need that rematch, because Becky Lynch was quite literally sick whenever they did that match. So, yeah, we need this ASAP. You know what I mean? I'm super excited to see where it goes from here. But yeah, I'm glad that Liv's going after the title. We then saw the Bella Twins come out there, and we would see them say that they're going after the Women's Tag Team Championships. This is not what we want to hear, fellas, because the Women's Tag Division is as stacked as it's ever been, and, you know, it's really weird. Nikki Bella went from being one of the most hated heels in WWE, or on Monday Night Raw, I should say, to now being loved in Philadelphia, at least. Now, it will be interesting to which WWE made it go to play, by the way. WWE looked at that schedule. They said, okay, we got the Royal Rumble in Saudi. Then the next week, what do we got? Oh, we got Philadelphia. Nikki Bella could land good there. Everyone's like, hey, run it. So, Nikki Bella, they had Brie Bella come back to where we already got that pull of the fans. Like, hey, it's Brie Bella. So, they're already going to cheer Brie. But then we have Nikki in her place. Her little Eagle place. Good Lord, I hate the Eagles. Don't we all hate the Eagles? And if you don't, yeah, it is what it is, you know what I mean? It's just a trash football team. Right? Yeah, for sure. Actually, I don't even know. I know that they... wait. I think they... No, actually, wait. I don't know. All I know is the Carolina Panthers went to the playoffs, and that's all I care about. I don't really care. Super Bowl is going to be interesting. Don't care about that either. If Drake May leads the Patriots to the Super Bowl, so what? Congratulations. Pat him on his back. Bryce Young should have done that his first year, too. And by the way, this is no glaze, by the way. I'm being completely honest here. Anyways, they would come out there, they would say that they're going after the tag titles. This is not good for the rest of the division because WWE is going to put the titles back on them, or they're going to put the titles on them because they haven't won these new championships yet. And I think that's going to be interesting. Do we want to see the Bella Twins with the titles? That's up for people to decide. Personally, you know, it would be fun and all, but I just don't think, I just don't see it. But yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. I just don't think that the Bella Twins are going to be too much of a threat because they're just going to get handed the titles. But it is what it is. The match is definitely ain't going to be that good, but I'm excited to see where the reign takes us. We had Gunther come out there, and Gunther would shortly get attacked by Dragon Lee after Gunther impersonated AJ Styles' entrance. So, obviously, Dragon Lee being AJ Styles' tag partner before he retired, obviously not happy with that. And this is whenever I noticed that WWE just threw Dragon Lee off the deep end. They really did. I think that WWE could have done a lot better and not just throw a guy that's been, like, literally saving his whole career to team with AJ Styles. This was the same guy that was on the LWO, fellas. Dragon Lee was in the LWO. LWO. Latino World Order. Good Lord. Why was that ever a thing? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it was cool. The matches were great. I'm not mad at the matches. But, you know, I just don't. WWE fumbling the bag. Once again, are we surprised? Absolutely not. But yeah. He would attack Gunther. Gunther would put him to sleep. And looks like that's what the next rivalry is going to be. So we just had Gunther retire AJ Styles, John Cena, Goldberg. And he's going to feud with Dragon Lee. Alright, WWE, get your crap together. Because, yes, this ain't going to work. And in the main event, the one that I really wanted to talk about, the best promo of 2026 by far, and probably one of the best promos of all time. I'm not going to lie to you. I enjoyed this promo so much, and I don't know why. They threw so many valid shots at each other. Obviously, they were on Zootopia together, and, I mean, Roman cooked his crap. I'm not going to lie. Everybody was like, yo, Punk's about to cook. I mean, as soon as Punk came out, people were like, yo, Punk's about to cook Roman on the mic. Bro, absolutely not. Y'all don't know who Roman Reigns is if you thought Punk was about to cook Roman on the mic. Come on. Now, I know your current point of view, you can't see no Roman Reigns stuff as of now on the wall. But then, that way, on the wall, is a Roman Reigns wall. So, fellas, this room is not a CM Punk wall. This room's not a CM Punk and Cody Rhodes room. It's a Sol Ruka and Roman Reigns room. Know what I mean? That's the only people we really care about right now. I'm not going to lie to you. Sol Ruka and Roman Reigns are the greatest things to ever touch planet Earth. Just facts, know what I mean? Like, it's true. I'm not going to lie. Roman Reigns and Sol Ruka are the best thing to ever happen to WWE. And guys, I bet some of y'all are listening to this in your headphones, like doing something else, and y'all are like, I'm about to cut this off. This guy does not know what he's talking about. Dude, I'm joking. Holy cow. I'm not joking, but I'm joking. But the promo was great, bro. I was really impressed. We saw Roman talk about how CM Punk left the company for 10 years, then went on a podcast and bashed WWE, which made Roman's job harder, which I thought was so good. CM Punk talked about how Roman takes daily vacations and just goes on for months and months and months without coming to WWE, and then comes back and steals the spotlight. But what I loved the most was how Roman Reigns corrected CM Punk whenever Punk said that he was copying him. Because I don't care what anybody says. Punk got up in Roman's face and he was like, yo, I had a 400 and whatever day reign, and it was still better than your 1,316 day reign. No, it wasn't, bro. And by the way, I want everybody in the chat, everybody on YouTube, to understand that if it wasn't for Roman Reigns in 2020 coming back with Paul Heyman, the WWE would probably be shut down, and I'm not even kidding to you. If Roman Reigns was not a superstar, the WWE would be over. And if you don't believe me, bro, just tell me one superstar that would have carried the pandemic era. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely nobody. The Bloodline was the best thing that happened to WWE in the past decade. So I find it crazy that Punk's coming out here and saying that the company would have still been fine if it wasn't for Roman. But at least they got respect for each other. But what surprised me the most was how Roman Reigns was like, that world title is the marquee title. It's the bad title, you know what I mean? It's the lone soldier title. And Drew McIntyre's title is the real title. That's his title, the one that he made. So, the one that Triple H presented to Roman Reigns during his reign. But now Roman Reigns just wants to go after the World Heavyweight Championship. One, because he's never won it before, and two, because he said he hates CM Punk so much that he's going to go after the worst title. You know how crazy that is? Hey, man. But Raw was super good in my book, fellas. Super good. So y'all let me know down below what y'all thought, because NXT is going to be just as crazy tonight. Let me know down below, and I will see y'all boys in the next one. Deuces.